Protests in Philadelphia on President's Day, a fire breaks out in a New Jersey forest, and a look at this week's weather. All that and more coming up on this half hour of RTN News. Welcome back to a brand new episode of RTN News. I'm Summer Shiki.
And I'm Sean Kelly. Now we take a look at our local news.
New Jersey state firefighters have begun their annual burnings in the Pine Barrens. The burning of brush and other loose debris under trees is done in order to reduce wildfires. Authorities say that residents might see large clouds of smoke in areas where the controlled fires will take place. Wildfire season typically begins in late March and lasts through mid-spring.
2 drivers were injured yesterday after their vehicles collided and ended up at a gas station on Sunday on Route 36 in Middletown. Police said that a Jeep Wrangler and a Jeep Grand Cherokee smashed heading eastbound. Both vehicles were forced off of the road and into the J.R. Sunoco gas station this past Sunday afternoon. The Wrangler stuck a gas pump while the Grand Cherokee struck a telephone pole. Police are investigating the crash but have not yet released the names of the injured.
Philadelphia protesters used Monday's holiday to express their opinions on the Trump administration. The quote, "Not My President's Day" rally and march started in the afternoon at the Thomas Paine Plaza and included a number of guest speakers and advocates who covered topics like LGBT rights, healthcare, racial injustice, climate change, and immigration. The demonstration also arranged for local organizations to be in attendance so people could learn who to contact for important issues.
If you're interested in finding a new job or need a great place to get started, then the Gloucester County Job Fairs is the place for you. Workshops are being held on February 28th from 5 to 7 p.m. at the Gloucester County Library, as well as the Rowan College of Gloucester County on March 2nd from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. and March 7th from 1 to 3 p.m. According to freeholder Heather Simmons, quote, "By attending a workshop, our experts can help job seekers create an effective resume as well as learn techniques and tips for conducting successful interviews. The workshops will help prepare people for future job interviews." And now we head it off to Jashanti Pittman for the weather.
Thank you. Today it is partly cloudy with a high 53 and low 41. It will remain cloudy and the temperatures will begin to rise going into Wednesday with a high 62 and low 48. Thursday with a high 69, low 53, and ending Friday with a high 72 and low 56. Grab your umbrellas and rain boots because we can expect some rain on Saturday with a high 70 and low 38. The skies will clear for Sunday, but the temperature will drop with a high 47 and low 35. Well, I'm glad the beginning of the week is going to be warm.
Very
And I don't even care if it's raining as long as it's 70 degrees.
Exactly.
Like, that's amazing.
Loving that warm weather. Go out there, no jacket, living up the spring in the winter. Still
And
February.
we're so close to spring, so
Oh
it's
my
like
God,
making me
yes.
even more excited. Thank you, Jashanti.
Thank you.
When we come back, find out which movie franchise will be making its 3rd installment. Don't go away.
We are neighbors and best friends.
I love my sister.
My heart doesn't see race. Love is love.
Our family is no less than any other family.
Welcome back to RTN News. Did you ever dream of going to Jurassic World? Well, now you can. Carlin Harlow has the latest in entertainment.
The Franklin Institute is hosting a prehistoric exhibit, open now through April 23rd. Jurassic World, the exposition, is based off the 2015 summer blockbuster Jurassic World. Not only can kids see adults alike see the dinosaurs of the past, they can come face to face with interactive creatures that roamed the earth a long time ago. If you just can't wait until the end of summer for Game of Thrones' new season, that's okay because it's coming to you. The Game of Thrones live concert experience will come to Philadelphia on February 26th at the Wells Fargo Center. Listen to the score of Game of Thrones from the composer himself, as well as watching the scenes associated with the music, along with reenactments and pyrotechnics. The popular film series Pitch Perfect is currently filming its third installment. The franchise thus far has grossed $402 million. Pitch Perfect is set to be released December 17th of this year. So, have you guys been to the Jurassic World exhibit?
I saw when it was being built, but I have not been there.
Oh, you saw it being built?
Yeah.
I feel like they always have like the coolest exhibits at the Franklin Institute, like all the time.
Yeah,
Always
they
fun.
do.
Always fun there. I enjoy it.
And I'm so excited for Pitch Perfect.
I know, that's a
can't wait
good
to see
movie.
That. But it feels like it's going to be so far away. It's in December when it comes
I know.
out. So.
It was supposed to come out in August, but now December.
Well, thank you.
Well, thank you. And now, after this break, we have some more news coming up.
Listen, I realize that I'm not perfect, but it all really started to change because you judge me for having a problem. No one is going to know that I need help. I need help. I know that no one is going to judge me for having a problem. I realize that I'm not perfect, but it all really started to change because you listen.
Patriotism. It inspires passionate debate. It's worn like a badge of honor with good reason, because it means love and devotion for one's country. But what really makes up this country of ours? It's the people. To love America is to love all Americans. This year, patriotism shouldn't just be about pride of country. It should be about love. Love beyond age, sexuality, disability, race, religion, and other labels. Because love has no labels.
Welcome back to RTN News. News out of Manchester, New Jersey yesterday. The 100-acre fire that broke out this past Sunday has been successfully contained. No one was injured and no evacuations were needed. Firefighters finished operations on the fire late Sunday night, and Route 539 was reopened after being closed for several hours due to smoke drifting. The Cedar Bridge Fire Tower located the fire around 10 a.m. Sunday morning, and the exact cause of the fire has not been determined.
TSA allows JFK passengers to bypass a security checkpoint. With no TSA agents present, 11 unidentified travelers were able to walk through security at JFK Airport in New York Monday morning. The area was unattended around 6 a.m. at Terminal 5, and it took 2 hours for TSA to contact local authorities. Security cameras showed the metal detector go off 3 times as travelers walked through them. Officials say they are confident that unscreened individuals posed no threat, and they are still investigating this breach. Mercury found in an elementary school gym floor. Mavish has that story and this week's health check.
Thanks, Summer. The gym floor of an elementary school in Burlington, New Jersey will be replaced after testing revealed traces of mercury. The rubberized floor was installed in 1994 at B. Bernice Young Elementary School, according to CBS 3. The school administration plans to replace the floor in the next month and will make sure the traces of mercury fall within federal limits. According to the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency, mercury can damage a child's mental and motor skills depending on level of exposure. When you go out to eat, do you look at the numbers on the side to make your choice? Not the price, but the calories. A new study takes a look on whether or not the calorie counts make a difference for diners. Many restaurants post calories. In fact, New York City requires it. And in December, almost all chain restaurants that sell prepared food were required to list calorie content. Researchers at New York University reported that just 1/3 of customers noticed the count on menus, compared with half when the law came into play in 2008, and only 9% claimed to follow the suggestions when ordering. But another study by the Journal of Health Affairs says that menu labeling might have more of an effect on what restaurants offer than on what people order. According to a study at Johns Hopkins University, apparently those who voluntarily were already writing calorie content had 110 fewer calories than competitors on average, and even added more healthy options. Some places that have calorie counts are McDonald's, Chick-fil-A, and Panera Bread. And finally, here's a health tip to add to your daily routine. Regular green tea consumption, which should be about 2 medium coffee cups, can help reduce blood pressure and support brain function. Even though there is no solid data that it helps in weight loss, exchanging your sugary soda for green tea will definitely make a difference in your overall health. Remember, nothing changes overnight, so make sure to have some every day. So what do you guys drink in the morning?
Milk.
Milk?
I try
really?
to stay away from coffee.
From coffee? Okay.
I do love green tea because I feel like it wakes you up and it's better for you
Yeah.
than coffee.
I've started to try green tea. I don't like it hot though. I usually chill it.
It tastes kind of weird to me hot. It does have a weird taste.
I could drink any tea.
You can drink any tea?
Tea's a good thing.
What's your favorite tea?
Peach. I love peach tea.
Ooh,
It's
I've
one of my
never had
favorite
that.
drinks.
That's
Peach
nice.
tea
Okay.
is the best.
Okay, I like that. I have to try that one. Sounds good.
You should. It's great.
Up next, we're coming back with some more national news. Don't go away.
Look at you. You're at the top of your game. You're unstoppable. Nothing can throw you off track. Wait, is that your car? Uh-oh. Yeah, I saw that coming. That will throw you off track. You're looking at around 10 grand in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Let's try this again. Smart move. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Open up your books to page 360.
Did you just look at your phone while you was in class? You played yourself.
Talking about inspirational quotes.
You gotta believe in yourself. Don't ever play yourself. The key is to make it, so make it.
Louise, can you give me an example of an inspirational quote?
Don't play yourself. The key is to make it.
And who said that?
I did. Now that's a major key alert.
Learn the real major keys to getting to college at getschool.com.
Welcome back to RTN News, and now on to our national news. A runner's foot was impaled by a nail placed purposely on a popular trail that leads to Black Rock Summit in Sylva, North Carolina. Since Saturday, 40 nails have been found purposely placed along the trail by county officials. One person was hurt while another nail poked through a shoe. Brian Barwatt, an engineer of the Department of Transportation, says, quote, someone hammered 4-inch long galvanized nails and left them sticking out of a half to 1 inch at an angle so they're like spikes, and it's hard to believe someone would do this on purpose. Anyone with information is encouraged to call the Sylva Police Department, and the park is closed until further notice.
A plane crashes into an Australian shopping mall, killing 5 people. Shortly taking off on Tuesday morning, the plane crashed into the roof of the mall, which was located on the end of the runway at Melbourne's Essendon Airport. Among the 5 who died were 4 Americans. Authorities said that the incident happened an hour before the mall was supposed to open, so no one was inside the mall at the time. The Australian Transport Safety Bureau are still investigating the cause of the crash.
News out of the fast food industry today. Restaurant Brands International, the company which owns Burger King and the fast food chain Tim Hortons, plans to buy out Popeye's Louisiana Kitchen for an estimated $1.8 billion. It is not completely clear whether there will be job cuts or closing of locations, but the company says they are excited to claim a fast-growing business. The deal comes amid slowing sales growth from Popeye's after years of expansion. Restaurant Brands International CEO Daniel Schwartz says, quote, the brand will be managed independently and we will continue to develop the brand at an increasing pace.
The Pope says that texting at the dinner table could lead to war. Last week, the pontiff told students at a school in Rome that, quote, when we're at the dinner table, when we're speaking to others on our telephones, it's the start of a war because there is no dialogue, end quote. The Pope isn't shy when it comes to social media. He even has an active Instagram account, but frequently warns people about the addiction to the devices that's stopping us from making important connections. Now let's head over to Kevin Cornell with an update on all things sports.
Thanks, Summer. Rowan forward Sean Wilson, along with guards Rob and Nick DePersia, received NJAC All-Conference honors on Tuesday. Sean Wilson made the NJAC All-Conference first team, while Nick DePersia made the All-Conference second team. Rob DePersia was made an All-Conference honorable mention. Rowan finished the basketball season with a 17-9 record and also sit in the 4th seed for the upcoming NJAC Championship Tournament. For the 3rd straight year, Rowan's men's indoor track and field team has won the NJAC title. The Profs took the crown in dominating fashion, totaling 245 points in team competition. The College of New Jersey was second with 145 points. The Profs will look to continue running around the competition in the Fast Track Last Chance Invitational this Saturday. Not to be outdone by the men, the women's indoor track and field team has won their 5th straight NJAC championship. The Profs scored a total of 202 points and were led by the 4x200 relay team consisting of Amanda Brown, Jesselyn Wright, Kelly Vaught, and Lexus Mateos. Just like the men, the women will also look to the Fast Track Last Chance Invitational for their next competition. Now over to professional basketball, where a shocking trade was made in the NBA not even 48 hours after the All-Star game. The Sacramento Kings have traded center DeMarcus Cousins along with Omri Caspery to the New Orleans Pelicans in exchange for guards Buddy Hughes, Tyreek Evans, Langston Galloway, and a 2017 first-round pick and second-round pick. Cousins is averaging 27.8 points per game, 10.6 rebounds per game, and 4.8 assists per game. Cousins will also play alongside all-star forward Anthony Davis in what is easily the best front court in the NBA. And now we head over to Dino Arantoulis for more coverage on Rowan Sports.
Before coming into this game, the Rowan women's basketball team has won 3 straight games. In the last regular season game, the women were up against Ramapo College. Valerie Garofalo attempts to make a three-pointer, but it was Anissa Sanchez who keeps the possession alive and makes the jump shot. It was the Profs' full-court pressure defense that led to an 8-0 run. With a 13-6 lead with less than 3:30 in the first quarter, Alex Rowan makes a three-pointer, extending the lead by 10. With the Roadrunners trying to stay in the game, forward Tia Solomon makes the layup but misses the free throw. Keeping the score at 20-10 with less than 10 minutes in the second quarter, the Profs' defense continued its domination after a three-pointer from Mandy Jang. Jang steals the ball and passes it to Sanchez, who gets the layup with 8:39 to go in the second quarter. With less than 4:25 in the second quarter with the score of 34-18, Ramapo guard Gina Crawford scores the basket, attempting to get the Roadrunners back in the game. Fast forward to 6:23 in the third quarter, Sanchez makes her only three-pointer of the game to extend the Profs' lead to 15 points. As the third quarter was winding down, the Profs had already sealed the game. Guard/forward Alex Rowan makes another three-point shot to extend the lead. Less than 2 minutes later, Olivia Rulon makes her third three-pointer in a row to make the score 66-46. The Rowan University women's basketball team defeated Ramapo College 90-63. Anisha Sanchez finished with 21 points. Definitely the Rowan's Profs, the defense played very well, and the offense, it was also on key throughout the game. This is Dino Arantoulis reporting from SB Gym for RTN News.
And what a big game there for the women to finish the regular season
That was
off
big.
in fashion.
That was
Good for the girls.
They put it plowed right through the other team. They were just steals, rebounds, threes, twos. That whole deal was coming in that game, and I was there, and it was great. I really enjoyed it.
Total team effort, and yeah, as you mentioned, great camera work by you on that one, Sean.
Thanks, Kevin.
Well, thank you, Kevin. Thanks for joining us for this week's episode of RTN News. I'm Summer Shiki.
And I'm Sean Kelly. Have a great week, Rowan University.